Hi, my name is Casey Bush. I'm a lieutenant for Legacy Offshore. I'm going to show you how to go through the checklist and get this chamber ready for offshore. First thing we're going to do is go through and check the sling dates and make sure that it's within a year of certification. We're going to go through and visually inspect to make sure that there's no unusual wear or tear on the rigging. We're going to make sure that there's a safety shackle with a cotter pin on both sides. We're going to go through the dive chamber checklist for offshore use. The first thing we're going to do is ensure that the hull has no visual defects. The next item is to connect oxygen to system and check all bibs for proper operation. We'll have another class on whip checks and hooking up hoses properly, but for our purposes we're going to hook it up so we can check our bibs. Before we put O2 to the hose and the regulator, we want to ensure the spring's backed all the way out on the regulator. We're going to cover both gauges with our hand to put pressure to the regulator. Then we're going to dial our regulator in between 100 and 150 psi. We're going to come over and open up our bib supply. We're going to open up our outer lock O2 and our inner lock O2. Before you enter the chamber, you want to make sure your clothing is free of grease and oil. You want to take off your boots. Then you check for the air supply exhaust, our exhaust muffler, our air supply interlock, and our exhaust muffler interlock. The next thing we're going to do is check the sound power columns for proper operation. The tender on the inside, you've got to hold the button down to talk and to hear. Comm check, 1, 2, 3, 4. Roger. Okay, move to the outer lock. Comm check, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, I got you loud and clear on the outer lock. When you go to hang the sound powered phone up, you want to hang it up upside down so the water doesn't collect in the bottom there and so that it doesn't bounce out during transportation. Now we're going to check out our chamber radio. Comm check, 1, 2, 3. Roger, roger. The next step is to disinfect the inner chamber with simple green and water. We'll have a hands-on class on how to do that. We're not going to do that in this video. Alright, I'm in the outer lock. I'm going to open up the bib supply and ensure that the regulator breathes. There's no pressure differential in here right now, so my exhaust, my overboard dump, is not going to work. I'm just checking to make sure that O2 is going through the bib. Now I'm going to move into the inner lock. Hook my exhaust up and my O2 supply up. to and ensure that I'm getting oxygen to this bib. I repeat the same procedure with the second interlock bib. Make sure I'm getting flow to this bib as well. The next step is to clean and inspect the inner and outer lock O-rings. You use Dow Corning 111 valve and lubricant seal. We want to ensure that the opposite surface here is free of pits, rust, and debris. So I'm going to wipe it down, get all the excess 111 off. And verify that there's no pitting or rust on this surface. Then I'm going to take and put a very light glaze of 111 all the way around the O-ring. We're going to do this to both O-rings, the inner lock and the outer lock. We're not going to do the other O-ring on the video, but we do the same exact thing with the outer lock as we just did to the inner lock. The next thing we're going to do is ensure that all internal valves are open. Then, we're going to make sure that the crossover interlock valve is closed. When you shut the interlock door, verify that the outer lock crossover is closed and that all the other valves are open. The next step is to ensure that all external valves are closed except for the pop-off valve. That stays open all the time. The next step is to ensure that the interlock is pressed down to 165. Alright, now that we've got the interlock pressurized to 165 feet, we're going to ensure that the pop-off valve is operable. Make sure it's not rusted up and that it actually let some air out. Then we're going to go in and check the inner door seal. Take a snoop. Alright, now we're going to snoop the door. We're looking for any leaks indicated by small bubbles made by the snoop. Alright, this one's good.